Hello, hello, everyone here. Okay, thank you for tuning in to the Skybits show, where we talk about TA. So first, I'm gonna start off with our market settlement. Then I got a little bit of news, just not too much. I don't want to bore you guys to death with news. And then we're gonna go into. I have a little bit of a concern, so I want to go ahead and bring that up. Regarding the 10-year treasury. And then a little bit of self promo, and then BTC chart, and then I got some gem plays. Not too much, actually, to be honest, because it looks like it's almost the same as a little bit on the previous bull run. I have not seen a narrative too much, but I do see one trend. I will tell you that. Stay tuned. And then I will do Q&A. So let's let the games begin. Right? Let the games begin. All right. Okay, so market settlement, we're looking at BTC at the 56, pretty close to the neutral territory, but now it's saying we are greed, which is hilarious because last week we were fear and now we are greed. So to me, I think we're neutral. I see this as neutral, but even though we are seeing this wonderful, wonderful green day, it is a positive signal. Okay, because this is the first time in a long time, I think since the beginning of the year of 2022. Okay, 2022. We haven't passed 45,000, and now Bitcoin has passed the 45,000 mark, which is great. So just wanted to show you, shorts are getting slaughtered. Longs have been taking some profit off the table. Finally, it's actually nice to see a little bit of the longs taking some profit off. Okay, these people probably put on their longs for I don't know how long, for months. And finally, they decided, like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take some profits off the table. So that is a positive sign. This doesn't look like a positive sign, however. We have BTC Dominance just meandering everywhere. It's kind of like indecisive. It doesn't know what it wants to do. But looking at the chart, it looks like Bitcoin does want to go up, and I would anticipate that Bitcoin does go up just a little bit, but it hasn't really too much. It's just been kind of going back and forth into the alts. Usually it's always BTC first and alts, and then the micro caps. So it's kind of an interesting where just Bitcoin is just kind of meandering in this sort of zone. It literally is in the middle of the zone. It's not at resistance. It's not at support. It's just literally right there at the middle of the dominance chart. So that we have going on. SPY, the SPY 500 is making a big bounce. To me, this could look like a little bit of a dead bounce, but I'm not too sure. Yet to be determined. Okay, yet to be determined. So SPY has made a bounce. We shall see when it comes down and retest. Same story with transportation. Transportation has made that bounce, but it's just kind of meandering just a little bit. NASDAQ, not doing too well. It's kind of just up and down. I think a lot of people sold off into tech. Tech had this phenomenal run for the last year or two. So I think it just needs to do a little bit of a pause. Okay? Just a little bit of a pause. It's just been doing too good. Although I do think a little bit more of a correction would be necessary. Either way, still, markets are looking quite decent. All right. Some good news. I know for okay, we'll just get that. Canadian Prime Minister candidate makes appeal for Bitcoiners. So he's basically saying, I support Bitcoin. So Justin Trudeau, let's get him out. And Grayscale may sue the SEC if its ETF application is denied. It's talking about it's a Bitcoin spot ETF. So finally, a little bit of pressure there on the SEC. We have not seen this in a long time. So not only is big businesses, especially Grayscale, we know Grayscale is a pretty powerful force. And when I say institution force, they're pretty powerful too. And to say that, hey, you better start accepting and approving it, because if you aren't, we may take some legal action. So this is actually some good news. This was just about 4 hours ago. So this is going to be more of this is more bullish, is what I'm trying to say. It's more bullish for Bitcoin. It makes more sense. The ETF is more it's more safe. It's safe. Why would they, not want to approve this? And it says here, they're not doing anything to protect the investors. They don't. The truth is, they actually just don't really give a flying crap. Okay. And here we go. We're looking at 24-hour volume. Volumes are looking good. Waves and GMT. GMT, the token, that one is actually doing well. Luna is doing phenomenal. Solana, it's not on this list, but Solana is actually doing pretty good. It made what was 80, 90 something. It's now above 100 right now. It's like 110 or something like that. At least last I saw it. NFT, the marketplace is kind of heating up. But I'm not so sure about the NFT/gaming craze. I will explain that in a little bit. And this is the concern. Okay, so here I'm going to try to change that a little bit. Okay, there. Now you guys can see it. So this is a concern for what I'm saying. You guys can see. Okay, so what happens is I've already said this, and I'll say it before. Whenever we touch this, like this little line here, this black horizontal line, never mind curses. I'm trying to put this black line here on the bottom. Okay, not the green. Never mind the green. Whenever this this treasury goes into an inverse where you have 10-year offering a higher or lower percentage rate than a 2-year, then we can see an inversion. So with this, I'm saying that we are approaching this line pretty fast. And once this does, because it looks like it's just going to happen. Okay, I'm sorry. It really does look like it's going to happen. It doesn't. This is a very sharp decline. Okay. So once this does happen, typically in the months that happen, okay? It doesn't happen right away because look here, this is August, and then this is February, okay? February, I want to stress, this happened February 3rd, okay? Let's say February 3rd. So right before the flu, okay? Right before the flu and the whole market falling down 30%, okay? This happened before. So what I'm trying to say is that this chart is a precursor to a recession, basically, okay? Well, that's basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm keeping my eye out on this because I want to get out and market when this does happen because God knows what's going to happen, right? So anyways, I'm just letting, I will keep you guys up to date on this as I follow this. And of course, okay, back to, let's have some good news. Guys, I write some Medium articles. If you guys like, I have actually put the link in the description for you guys. Basically, I'm basically telling you how I use the OBV, the scholastic RSI, and I explain the squeeze indicator that you guys see, and I talk about how I set it up. Okay, if you guys haven't noticed, I love dark theme, where right now bright theme is burning my eyes. So I talk about my favorite indicators and how to set this up on the AltiTrader. Okay, now on top of that, I do Twitter. You guys know I do Twitters. Sometimes I don't do this all the time. I don't do it often enough, but occasionally I like to put squeeze plays. Okay, you guys can see squeeze plays. What this goes back to using the medium. If you guys want, you can use the medium to understand what I'm talking about. But what I do is I occasionally put up some chart plays, and you guys could see what I'm looking at and how I may play that and everything else. Okay. I did one on Luna on a 4-hour chart, saying that I think Luna is a good buy around this 85 this is 85. It went down to 82, I think 82. And just hold it. And had you done it, you would have been, I think Luna's sitting at 100, so you would have made a good $20, even if you bought one coin. So, just stuff like that. I talk about some coins that I like. I talk about Orion, and I talk about the squeeze. So, if you guys are interested in maybe doing a squeeze play, follow me. Follow me on Twitter. I put squeeze plays sometimes there for you. Okay. Also, now I am on Gate. I'm on Gate TikTok. I'm on TikTok Gate. Gate.io Global. Okay, so I'm TikTok at Gate.io Global. So I'm doing occasionally some stuff. I'm doing right now like perpetual contract. I did warrants, and I'm going to I don't know if I may have to redo a video, but it's mostly going to be talking about the bull bear trap. So stay tuned. You guys can, Gate.io does a lot of TikTok videos, so maybe it's useful to you guys. Certainly you can learn something, a thing or two, right? So education. Okay. All right, let's go on to the Bitcoin chart. See, like I said, had you jumped in around this region. Anyways, okay. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily. I am seeing high RSI here. All right, high RSI, and guys, we just surpassed the zone. We just surpassed the 45,000, about $46,000 zone. I think it's time for Bitcoin to do a little bit of a pullback, because it's just, I don't want to say too expensive. I don't think that's the correct word, but it's just gone nonstop up for the last few days. So it just needs to take a pause, take a breathe, take a rest, and just take a chill pill, right? And I honestly would like to see it hit around the 42, 43 zone. So I want to wait for this RSI to reset back down here somewhere, right? And when I say right here, I'm talking about like in this region or this region, just to just so that Bitcoin can just cool off. It is on fire. Holy cow. Holy cow. Holy cow. And we have plenty of volume to back this up. How wonderful, right? We have the volume, we got the beautiful RSI, and we got the squeeze. The squeeze has already fired, guys. The squeeze has fired. And let's see. We got the 3-day, even on the 3-day chart, guys. On the 3-day chart, the RSI is pretty high. The RSI is pretty high even on the 3-day chart. So we can see what happens every time it gets to that high point. It gets a little bit too much and then it falls down. So what I'm trying to say is let Bitcoin take a break. Bitcoin needs a little bit of a break. It's too hot. It's too hot. Okay. So if you guys missed the pump, don't worry about it. I honestly think we'll come down a little bit, and then we can. This is now a good opportunity to get in on dips. Get in on dips on Bitcoin. Okay. So, but here is some wonderful observation. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this other chart. Okay. So 2 weeks. We are in a 2-week squeeze. Anybody see this? The 2-week squeeze. So we have our wonderful squeeze right here playing out quite wonderfully. We can see that the RSI has turned up. Okay, it's turned up. You guys can see it on my chart. It's turned up, and it we are closing above. It looks like we may close above the 21 EMA. Now, anything that closes above the 21 EMA has shown to have a lot of bullish momentum after. Okay, so we are at the beginning. Okay, we're at the beginning. So that's good news. Bitcoin is doing healthy. I would just like to see a little bit of a pullback. That's all. That's all I'm asking. And how does that look on the 1 week? 1 week looks like it wants to form a squeeze as well. So it looks like it wants to meander here a little bit. And that's fine. If it meanders here a little bit, comes back down, I would like for it to retest again 40, maybe not 42, but 45, 44, 43. That's fine. Just come down a little bit, and this will onboard everybody else, and we can make our way up. Okay. And then everyone can just get on this pump, right? So 2 week looks like it's ready to go, but I don't think this 1 week is going to really happen. And if it does, it's going to be a really short-lived. And this goes back to the 1 day, which has already fired off. Okay, 1 day has already fired off. So I would not be getting into Bitcoin right now, guys. I don't see anything right now. I don't see a 4-hour squeeze. Yeah, so there isn't a 4-hour squeeze. The last one was when it was at 44,000. It's already gone. Okay, the one prior before that, 40,000, already gone. Okay, so I'm not looking at anything to get in on Bitcoin. It is just, it's doing fine. It's doing fine without anybody right now. Okay, there's not even a 2-hour. No, a 2-hour may form around the 46, but like I said, the daily RSI has, it's pretty up there. It's pretty up there. So I would rather wait for the RSI to come back down again. Okay. Now, I do have some gem plays. Plays are, well, you know, if you guys had followed me on Twitter, you might have seen I said like get into this region. But I think Luna's a little bit too far gone, so I don't want to actually say it. But if you guys are in Luna, congratulations. I think a push up to the 110, 118 region is doable. And 100, yeah, it looks like it's well positioned to grind higher. Okay, that's all I want to say. It looks like it's positioned, unless this does become rejection. Unless this $100, $105 does become rejection, then yeah, it may be time to get out. But for now, it does look like it may want to push higher a little bit. And I am seeing a little bit of volume here coming in, okay? So this is something you want to be aware of. And of course, you want to keep this trend. You want to look what's going on around that $100 region. What is going on? Are a lot of whales selling, or is everyone selling? What's going on? You know, and that's when you zoom into what's going on in the chart, right? So we zoom in. It looks so. The 4 hours already fired off. So this is, we just need to see time. It looks like it wants to do another rebound to test that 100. It will be the moment of truth, whether it passes 100 or doesn't pass 100. It may come back down to the around $85 region, and just kind of gather more energy. Okay, so Luna is still kind of an ongoing process. Okay, near protocol is doing quite decent, but I'm not doing anything on near. I do like Octopus. So if you guys remember from my video when I said follow the little breadcrumbs, what happens on the near ecosystem usually happens to the coins on the ecosystem itself. So if you are bullish, for example, on near, then you can capitalize those gains on a token that follows what near protocol does. So if near protocol goes up, the tokens in the ecosystem eventually go up too. So this goes hand in hand with Octopus. So you can see it's the same chart, same exact chart, nothing different, right? They're both on the daily, same chart. So if, for example, near protocol does 10%, then Octopus is going to do 20%. So what I'm trying to say is Octopus is doing quite well. Again, it's on this daily scholastic right here. I would like to see it hit somewhere in, anywhere in these regions. And I don't know, like I like to get something. I want to try getting it around this region, maybe $1.80 to $1.60, right? $1.60 to $1.80. Okay, that's the regions that I'm going for. Symbiosis. If you guys are familiar, all I did was talk about Thorchain for like weeks. I talk about Thorchain for weeks, guys. So Thorchain, I'll talk about that in a little bit, but Symbiosis is basically like Thorchain. I think the reason why this coin has gotten beaten up is because the team maybe is Russian, but I don't think that's a valid reason to discount what the developer's trying to do. Okay, I don't think that's a valid reason to discount what the developer's trying to do to help the whole crypto space ecosystem. But I still think this is a good coin. It is getting pretty beaten up a little bit there. So I want to wait till this comes back down to around the 120 range. And then if it's in a squeeze still, then I will definitely try to pick some up. Okay. So I'm looking at this. I still like Symbiosis. It's so early. It's just a so early coin. That's all it is. It's just an early coin. But again, the RSIs are all high. Okay. All of the RSIs, they're pretty high up here. Okay. So I think it actually, I don't know. It may actually, I just have a feeling, okay, because the trend is so strong. It does look like it may push lower. Okay. It may push lower because right now it's sitting right there at resistance. So if it comes back down, I'll give it a go, but I don't know until then. Okay. We'll see how well this RSI holds and how well this chart can hold. But I do want to give Symbiosis a chance. So I will take a whack. Glitter, guys, Glitter is doing semi okay, but I wouldn't recommend quite buying into this coin. Okay. I feel it seems that's a little bit too much diluted it's a little bit too much diluted. So you don't want to get lost in this. So again, this is, it looks like it's still, this is pretty much still a downtrend, guys. Right now it's just going sideways. If you guys do want to buy this, take caution. Take caution. This is still new coin. But it's was it layer 1, layer 2 ready. So it's still good coin. Good coin, good coin. Rune. I made the recommendation last week, both Rune and Thorstarter. Both of those coins seem to do quite well right now. What is Thorstarter doing? XRUNE. Okay, XRUNE is doing so-so. Okay, right now because Thor chain or Rune is kind of stalling a little bit. But on the upside, it looks like the RSI here is touched the bottom. So I want to see a squeeze happen before I jump into this coin. So this is still a decent buy zone, but we need a squeeze. Okay, we need a squeeze. And then we can go ahead and give it a go. Coin that has made rocket highs is Zilliqa. Holy cow. Zilliqa, again, if this coin does come down ever, then I would wait till the 4 or 5 cent cent range, okay? If you guys are trying to get into this. Things don't go up in a straight line, so be patient. You can also see the daily RSI is pretty high up here, okay? And look at this volume. Look at this big volume. It didn't have no volume for months. For months. It didn't have nothing for months. So be careful if you're trying to jump into this, okay? I like to see more value. Another one. This will be my last one, and then I'll take whatever coins that you guys have. Okay, I'll move to the Q&A. So Solana's doing good. Okay, Solana, we already made that bullish divergence. It made its bottom. Right, it made its bottom, and it pushed up higher. Okay, so I don't want to see Solana go back to 100 really, or back to 90, for example. Okay. So we want to see Solana maintain the 95 plus. Okay. We want to see Solana. Look, Solana's fell down so much. Holy moly. It's fallen down more than 60%. Okay. And only now making a recovery. So I think the layer 1s are going to be the first movers right now. Okay. First movers. And I can't confirm this, but I think the next narrative may be privacy coins. And the reason why I think privacy coins is because I looked at Monero and R, like pirate R. Okay, like R, and they just pushed up. Okay, they've been pushing up more than Bitcoin. So privacy coins might be, I cannot confirm this, okay, might be potentially the next narrative. Okay, so I will now move on to the Q&A if you guys have questions. Took a long pause. Time to, yeah, Bitcoin did take a long pause. I agree. Let's see. You know, it's kind of refreshing, but now it's time for Bitcoin to take another pause. It's time for Bitcoin to take another pause. It's just gotten too hot too fast. Okay, it's time to take another pause. Take a little bit of rest. Could I check block? You already have here. You already had here the divergence coming in here. Okay. Even though as this was falling, that's that's part of the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna have this falling. There is a little bit of volume here at BlockFi, but it's just I don't think that's enough. Oh, okay, that's a lot. So I don't know. I'm still thinking that this RSI is a little bit pushed up. So what I would recommend is on your chart to put the scholastic RSI and wait for the pullback to hit around this region. Okay. If it stays, I mean, if you're bullish, I would recommend it to stay around this region. Okay. Because you don't want to see this hit a double bottom. That's like Bitcoin going back to 32,000. Okay, you want to see it maintain like this region or so. Like I should make this a little bit wider. Okay, you want to see it maintain this region, and you want to see it maintain the 21 EMA. Okay, so that's my take on Block. I'm bullish on, what is it? MYST. I don't see that coin. That coin's I don't have that coin. Does anybody have that coin? No. Oh, okay. So it's on, what is this? Hoope and Bittrex. Gate doesn't have that coin though. Okay. They're launching mysterious box NFTs very soon, around 1,000 box to start. 90% will be winners. 90%. So 900 boxes are going to be winners? Okay, so I don't know if that's a good business model. I don't know if that's a good business model. Zilliqa is finally flexing, yes, but Zilliqa is it's too high. It's too high. It needs a break. It's too much. Okay, Zilliqa needs to at least come back to here. The RSI should help you understand. It needs to reset. Look at that. It's gone up. It's gone up what 100, probably 100+%. I'm sure 100 right now. 162. It's time to take a pause after 100%, 150% plus move. Okay, it needs to take a break. So and you can see the RSI here is already curving down. Okay, it's already curving down. So at least I'd like, I mean, if you're bullish and you really want to get in on this, because I'm stingy, I would not want to get in this until it was like at least this region. Okay, narrow. You notice that narrow range, because I don't want it, because this this can easily wipe you out. So you got to be stingy. Look at that, even that narrow range, 12%. So be stingy if this when this does pull back, but be cautious, because I'm looking at this, even though it had this huge volume pickup here, it's only like 1-2 bars. That's not enough. Okay, that's not enough. We need more bars than just 2, right? It needs more trading value, and it needs more buyers, basically. It needs more buyers, needs more trading value. Okay, next one. MYST. No, I already checked with Gabe doesn't have it. AVAX. AVAX has just completed its summit. It's doing pretty well. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Yeah, so same advice almost, guys, here. All of these. Okay, so 3-day. 3-day looks like it may meander a little bit more. Okay, this is the 3-day on AVAX. It may meander a little bit longer. However, it is a big concern on the 1-day time frame. I am seeing a little bit of a curve up here, but this is getting towards oversold on AVAX. Okay, whenever this thing decides to turn or whatever, the Scholastic RSI, just be aware. Okay, AVAX has already done what? How much of a run? 30%, a 30% run already. So just be cautious. It's already hitting this resistance, just like how Bitcoin is. It hit this. This is a similar trend. It's hit that resistance a couple times. So breakthrough or don't break through, we'll have to see. Okay, if it breaks through this, especially if this breaks through this, we can see AVAX going up higher. Okay, so cautious if you caution trading this, but overall it looks like it's good. It looks like it's good because the daily RSI is heading back up, but it's so close to the oversold zone, so I would exercise caution. Okay, but we can look what's going on a 4-hour chart. Four-hour chart has already launched off. See, like you guys can see, this is how I get into entries when the chart's doing nothing, right? When the chart's doing nothing, that's when you want to get in. Okay, chart's doing nothing, you want to get in. It's already made this high, but it looks like it's gonna come back down. It may come back down here, retest the $84, $85 range. And if it does, who knows? Okay, who knows? I would not want to see at this point. I do not want to see AVAX go below $83. $83. Well, then it didn't break the range, obviously, right? It's not breaking the resistance. We want to see the resistance above. Looks like around. Our resistance is 90. 95-ish. Yeah, we want to see AVAX above 100. Okay, we want to see AVAX above 100, and then come back down maybe like 95-ish. Okay, we want to see it maintain its uphill. Okay, so again, caution here. Wait for if you are in this, congratulations. If you are not, then wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback. You just kind of missed the train there a little bit earlier. Okay, don't worry about it. There's many opportunities in crypto. You do not have to rush. Okay, no rushing. Next one. Please take a look at Vader. Okay, I love Vader. Oh, actually, Vader was one of my gem plays. All right. Okay, so I am actually keeping a huge eye on Vader. Vader is doing good. Okay, it's actually doing good, but it's still in this downtrend. Okay, still in this downtrend. The team has had a little bit of bad luck. Okay. Let's look at this on the 3-day. Okay, we see that this has gone up. We see prices already, like it's being beaten up pretty bad. Okay, and only now we're starting to see a bit of a bounce. Okay, we're seeing a bit of a bounce, but we're not seeing that it's breaking above this resistance. It needs to get to like 2 cents here. It's not above 2 cents, but it needs to get to at least 2 cents. And I want to see more volume coming in. So what happened with Vader, because I follow them on Discord, is the peg. Okay, if you guys don't know what Vader is, it's like Luna, Rune, and Ohm. Okay, so, or Olympus DAO. There we go, Olympus DAO. I should have said Olympus DAO. Anyways, there are 3 protocols in one. They are what happened recently was that they had peg. They're trying to keep a peg of their Vader to USDV. And so what they did was they're trying to help keep their peg up, right? They're trying to keep their peg up. And so what they did was the team dumped I don't want to say dump because that's not the correct word. Dump. They sold their Vader, right? They sold their Vader into the market, as you guys can see, sold their Vader into the market to make USDV peg back to $1. It worked because it was like 87 or 89 cents, something like that. So they want to make it peg to $1. Okay. So that is the bad news is they sold the Vader. The good news is the peg is back to about $1. Okay. Now, the partnership with Afora Finance, which is Vader's partnership, which they would be taking care of the arbitrage with the peg mechanism. One of their lead developers, right? Lead developer, I guess, is having some family problems, so he had to step back from the project. Okay, so he's stepping back from the project. I've contacted the team. They are looking for a new solidary. That's the people who do solidary development. Okay, solidary. I can't even say the word. Oh my god, I feel silly. Anyways, so the team is still committed to the project. It's just that their lead had to take that back. Okay, so that is also another thing that is influencing Vader's price. Okay, so that is the update on the team with Vader. I still hold Vader, but if you guys are going to invest in Vader, it is a high risk token. Okay, high risk, high reward token. Okay, so if you guys are gonna buy this, kudos to you. I believe in this project, so I am still holding on to my coins. All right, next. Okay, I didn't do Atom. Everyone's asking about Atom. Okay, I gotta do Atom. Atom on the daily chart is doing pretty good. It's just entering that nice, beautiful bull. It's a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow, but it's getting there. Okay, it's getting there. If you are interested into buying, okay, if you're interested in buying right now, the RSI is up here. Okay, so what I would recommend is you want to wait till it gets down here. And when I say down here, I'm talking about the RSI down here, and also price is nearby this trend line. Okay. If you are bullish, okay, if you're bullish, don't go crazy ham. Don't put all your money here. Okay, dollar cost average in case it falls down lower. For the most part, it does looks like it wants to trend higher, but at the same time, I am a bit concerned because the volume here looks a little bit not much. Okay, it is a little bit of a concern because the volume doesn't look like it's picking up, and the RSI, I don't want to say RSI, the OBV is saying it's positive, but at the same time, it's just I want to see this go up higher. You know what I mean? So more value. Okay. So caution with Atom, but I think Atom is a little bit not overvalued, undervalued. Okay, so careful with Atom. Okay, I think Atom is just like it gets so abused because a lot of other chains are more exciting than Cosmos, unfortunately, right? All right, next token, SCRT, the secret token. Okay, secret token. Okay, so secret token is one of those privacy tokens on Terra. So good eye, whoever Felipe Vacaba. What is this a Latin name? Is this a Latin name? Holy cow. I was just like totally struggling there. Oh boy. Secret token. Okay. Here we go. Secret token. Lucky. Okay. Secret token looks like it's doing well. Daily RSIs are up here. It looks like it may want to turn. Okay. So it does look like it's ready to go, but the RSIs are up. Okay. So wait for these RSIs to reset. Wait for the RSIs to reset and go ahead and put some bids. Put some bids if you're bullish, okay? Put some bids if you're bullish, especially with the privacy narrative I told you about earlier, right? I think Secret is actually kind of cool. Kind of a cool project, okay? Cool project. I wonder, is there any news? Any news about them? No news. No news in over a month. Okay. So the Secret's still good token. Not to be underestimated. I've seen this token around the $8-10 region before someone even mentioned it. We already did this token. Okay, has an awesome community. Okay. What is this? MYST. MYST. Okay. Has an awesome community. All right. Fine. If they have a community, they should definitely try to go try to get listing on Gate then. Okay. I will go ahead and take a look at what they're doing. But all I can do is take a look at what they're doing. That's all. Like I can join their discords and see how they fare. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, got it. You guys like token. Got it. All right. Okay. Okay. It's a great project. You should really look. Okay, got it. I'm gonna look into the project. All right. They have the best chart analyzer. Who has the best chart analyzers? Analyst. Are you talking about me? Yes, I'll look into MYST. Okay, I'll look into it. Someone's asking about GMT. GMT is actually one of the top movers today. I'm not buying. GMT is not enough history. Not enough history, okay? This is like how this is since March 22. It's a new coin. Good news. Looks like volume is kind of decent. Uh, 4 hour already fired off, right? 4 hour already fired off and went up. It needs a break. Okay, it needs a break. So I like RSI, come back down if I'm going to play this on a 4-hour chart. But the coin is already, there's just not enough history. There's just not enough history. I don't know anything about the coin. And, usually when new coins come out, I'm always so weary, I mean, I look into the project, I have to join their Discord and be like, yo, what is this coin doing? So, it's up there. This is one of the high movers today, along with Waves. Yeah, Waves I think Waves is new all-time high. Look at this. This is all-time high for Waves. Very strong value, strong OBV. RSI wants to turn. This is all-time high. It's doing phenomenal, this Waves token. But GMT and Waves are both today's kind of winners. Even Zilliqa. Okay. So, but here's the thing: when things go, if it's already made like 20 to 100% plus, it's time to actually not put money in it. Okay. It's time to actually wait for a pullback, just like how I feel about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, BTC, USDT. Bitcoin needs a break too. Look at this. It's so high up here. Okay. It's quite possible that it can hit 50 grand and then take a break. Okay. It could do that. But I do want to see Bitcoin take a little bit of a breather and then maybe get in on a 4-hour squeeze sometime in the week. So when I say in a 4-hour squeeze, if you guys can recall, we were actually right here. I think so. 22. Yeah, we were right here when I said, Bitcoin was in a squeeze. This was during our stream last week. I was saying, guys, we're right now in a squeeze. And then Bitcoin was firing off and then everyone got all excited, okay? So follow this trend. That's fine. If you think Bitcoin is going to go up higher, wait for the squeeze, right? We can see whenever it hits into a squeeze, when it's in this little zone, right? In the little quiet zone, like when we go to the library, we're not allowed to speak too loud. We go to the quiet zone. And that's when price doesn't move too much. We get a squeeze and we like to see it fire higher. Okay. So like I said, I think Bitcoin could just take a little bit of pause, come down to this $45,000 range and just cool off for a little bit. Just cool off a little bit. Okay. It doesn't have to cool down to the 40 grand range, but it could cool down just a little bit. Okay. So wait for the squeeze. Do not buy the pumps, guys. I'm always telling you, wait for the pullback, okay? And I've even made this super easy. All you have to do is wait for the squeezes. Wait for the squeezes. It tells you right there. Wait for the squeezes and look at how RSIs are reacting. Are they going up or are they going down? OBV going up or going down, right? And this is why I have 3 RSIs on my chart. Where do I think ETH can finish at the end of the year? ETH made an all-time high around 4,800. So I think at least above I think Bitcoin is primed to make a new all-time high. Okay, given market conditions are favorable. We're seeing a lot of countries adopt Bitcoin. We've seen countries willing to donate to help Ukraine. And what they did was they were donating crypto. We're seeing now regulators acknowledge and accept crypto. Even I'm hearing a huge thing what's going on in India. I think the Indian government wants to do a 30% tax on crypto. Goodbye startups in India. But what we're seeing is a lot of governments start to accept crypto as the new norm. So for ETH, I think first we need to hit 4,500, and then we can talk about a new all-time high from there. Okay. When we do get there, we can talk about 5,500. Okay. We can talk about 5,500 ETH, and then we can talk about if it goes on beyond. Okay. What indicators do I use? Do you use any others besides these that you recommend? You know, it really is a preference to you, actually. Like I use the RSI. This is the RSI. Okay. You can see I use 4 indicators. This is the RSI. This is the OBV. This is the scholastic RSI. And this is the squeeze indicator. I don't have to tell you what the RSI does. RSI tells you the strength, intensity of the move. OBV is kind of similar, but tells you like the trading value, trading volume. There we go. Trading volume. How strong is that move? So intensity and the intensity of moves, intensity of trading value. And then we have the scholastic RSI. It kind of just tells you, hey, we're kind of oversold. Hey, we're undersold. Okay. It's time for a little bit of a cool off. Okay. And the squeeze kind of tells me what it does. It says, hey, we are in a period where we're heading in the library. It's time to quiet and don't do anything. And I am accumulating or I am distributing. That is what the squeeze indicator does. Okay. So it's just saying, hey, I'm just calming down, basically. I'm coming down. Sometimes the squeeze may happen during a continuation. So even though it's going up, it will still be in a squeeze. That's because people are buying and selling as it's happening. So it can be in a continuation as well. But it's oftentimes telling me that, hey, price is kind of more stable and I'm not going to do huge moves yet. But when the squeeze fires off, I'm going to do a huge move. And you can see that whenever this fires off, right? We see this. We see huge moves. We see huge moves. Big moves down here. Big moves up here. All the time. Whenever it fires off strong, right? Strong. 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 And it fires strong, right? This one is firing down, firing strong, right? Where is this going? It's kind of, I think I'd like to wait for this to come back down a little bit, and then we can get in on that dip, okay? This looks like it wants to head up higher, okay? So that's what the squeeze does. RSI, OVV, they kind of work together in a sense. In my field of eye vision, I like looking at colors because colors makes the chart look prettier. So that is how I read the charts. Okay, so any more last questions? Ooh, questions. We already did GMT. Okay, Matic. Matic is Matic. Matic's doing great. Look at that. Yeah, Matic's doing great. Right now, daily squeeze. It's in a daily squeeze, so that's good. I would just wait for a pullback. I would try to wait for a pullback. I have a feeling that Matic is just going to push stronger. I have a feeling that this Scholastic RSI is not even going to go all the way down. It may come like halfway down. So that could bring Matic hypothetically to this region, to the $1.55, $1.40-ish region. That is a good pickup zone, is what I'm thinking. If I'm bullish, okay. So Matic is doing quite well. No, what is it? Shadow Rebel did a video on Matic. It's a big one, right? Because we don't know what to expect when ETH2 gets released. We don't know what to expect when ETH2 gets released. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this was somewhat fun. I hope this was a fun stream. I hope you guys had a good time watching this. If you guys had value, always you guys can give me a good nice like. I listed the links below for my Twitter and the Medium posts. If you guys don't know about the indicators I use, I made a beautiful article about them. And if you guys are interested in getting into squeeze plays, follow me on Twitter. I do squeeze plays, and now I'm on TikTok. You guys have a good one. See you next week.